Hey, it's Declan Ryan from whoisdeclanryan.com, and so we're in chapter 4 of Maxwell Maltz's Psycho-Cybernetics, the new Psycho-Cybernetics, and so this is a smaller chapter than many of the other ones that previous ones that we've done, but the main points here are the incredible power of false belief and how to dehypnotize yourself from those false beliefs, and also the destructive power of comparing yourself to other people, using false comparisons and that sort of thing. Now, with comparing yourself, I like to call it comparitis, because a lot of people suffer from this. The feeling that you should be as good as somebody else, or you should be as good as a given person, or whatever, or the basis of inferiority complexes in a lot of people is just I should be like everybody else, or I'm different, I should be like the average person. Well, the news is that everybody else is different. So there is no standard person. God did not create a standard person. Every single person is different. So you're chasing after a standard that really doesn't exist. In the same way as if you're trying to compare yourself to somebody who's a master musician, and you say, oh, I should be, as good as that person. I've been playing for, 4 years or whatever. Well, the thing is, you might well be an awful lot better than that master musician at something else, in which case he would have case to compare himself against you. The key thing is, do not compare yourself to other people, to compare yourself to your own standards, to create your own standards and to live up to those. And that way you're not inferior to anybody else, you're just keeping to your standards. Now, one of the key things for dehypnotizing false beliefs, and he gives some fantastic examples of the power of false belief. One of them is where somebody has thought they're capable of just doing a grip of, this athlete is capable of doing a grip of just £100, and he does it time and time again. He can never get past that £100, and he's hypnotized. The hypnotist tells him he's stronger than he's ever been, and to give it another grip. All of a sudden he does £125. Now what's happened? He hasn't actually gained any extra strength. He always had that strength, and yet his belief had told him that £100 was his limit. What I found was absolutely fascinating was the example he gave of this salesman who had a limit of earning, bearing in mind this example was taken from the 1960s, he had an earnings limit of $5,000. Now his manager had become very frustrated because he tried him in various different areas. He tried him in a really good area where the average salesman was earning $1,800, $2,000 because it was a really good market. He also tried him in very, very difficult markets where the average salesman was just turning in maybe $200, $300 because it was a really tough, hard sell. This salesman always produced $500 a month, whether he was in an affluent area or he was in a really tough area. Why did he do this? His manager was pulling his hair out. Why did he do this? Basically because his limit had sent his belief had been he was a $500 kind of guy, and that belief was so ingrained in him that when he was getting towards the 500 in the affluent area, he'd pull back. He'd find ways to sabotage his sales, and subconsciously, of course, and he'd always just earn his $500. On the other side, when he was in a difficult area, he knew he had to pull out all the stops to get to his $500, which other people couldn't do. So he's a tremendously talented salesman, but just being blocked by this false beliefs. Now, one of the best ways of getting over these false beliefs, Maxwell Maltz refers to, he gives an exercise at the end of the chapter. Now, in that exercise, relaxation is one of the key things that he uses as one of his techniques, and he gives that as a recipe, a 30-minute exercise at the end of every day for the next 21 or 30 days. And why is relaxation such a key? Well, it shouldn't be all that much of a surprise, because we formulated our beliefs in relaxation. We formulated our beliefs without any effort, without any strain, and without any, as I say, conscious effort. So those efforts, those beliefs became entrenched via that way. Obviously, they became entrenched by listening to, being told to us by an authoritative source, either a parent or a teacher or whatever, and that's why they stuck with us from very often from childhood up to adulthood. But the best way of getting rid of them is reprogramming, doing this in a very relaxed way. Now, that has something in common with martial arts also. The best martial arts performers are those that are not tense when they're going into battle. They're completely relaxed, and so their reactions can be absolutely lightning fast and lightning effective, all through the core of relaxation. The unsuccessful martial artist is the tense person that's got every muscle tensed. Relaxation is important in that, and it's as important in dehypnotizing yourself of these self-beliefs. He uses a line here which really reminded me of once again, one of Les Brown's favourite expressions: "You have greatness within you." Now, Maltz gives the promise that you have within you everything that you need to be able to accomplish everything that you want. Your goals and your dreams, the only thing stopping you from getting there is you. So, I hope you got something out of this chapter. I certainly did. I thought it was an excellent chapter. If you did, then you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. I'll be going through this entire book, and any other comments you've got, let me know. That'd be absolutely great as well. Meantime, I'll see you in the next one, and make it a great day.